is pretty awesome. I have 6 hit points left.
High recording.
Hi,
Hi, recording.
recording.
Hello.
Go ahead and roll again. I'll just add your 21 to the, I'll just change it.
Okay.
Oh, me roll again too?
No, just Grog.
Just
Damn
him.
it.
Sounds like you want to roll again. Well, rolled a 22 this time. Grog really wants to fight this fucking bull.
Oh, that's fascinating. According to Wikipedia, these creatures, which were first described by Pliny the Elder,
Googling the creature we're fighting, Mister
Well,
looking at the monster manual looking ass.
I'm looking at the history of the actual mythological creature. You
Right.
fucking accusing me of metagaming? I'm gonna put it in. Why do I care what it does?
Oh
No,
my
according
God,
to Pliny the Elder, it's this is actually just it was described as a Cape buffalo with its head always pointing downwards due to its great weight. Its stare or breath could either turn people into stone or kill them outright.
Maybe the elder was an idiot, so.
It is sometimes known as an African version of a Greek gorgon, which is why it has the petrification breath. This thing is technically a Medusa, but from like Africa.
No kidding.
So, like, not a Medusa then at all.
No. They're
You can say everything with petrification powers is a Medusa.
There's a lot of Medusas out there.
I mean, to be fair, Medusa is a gorgon. Not all gorgons are Medusas.
In D&D, Medusas are not gorgons.
Yeah.
Well, G-Rog, you up?
Yeah.
The bull has spawned in the room. As you're frantically looking around, sort of panicking, you hear the boards under you all start to creak and groan.
Yep. So my turn?
Yeah, you're up first.
Yep. Well, Grog doesn't have any ability to remove this bull from existence. So he's gonna hit it with his hammer.
Is he gonna rage first?
I think, yeah, probably. I don't have a rage button, but
That'll hit.
A 27 hits.
Yep, it does indeed.
Damn, hell of an opening hit, actually.
Dong.
Does Grog have great weapon fighting?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh no, yeah, great weapon master.
Because there's a 2 in there to re-roll for Great Weapon Master. Wait.
No.
Great Weapon Fighting and Great Weapon Master are different things.
Two different things.
That's confusing.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do now, Grog?
I'm gonna hit it again because I get
Hit
an
it
extra
again.
attack.
I was gonna say, hit it again. Cough, cough, cough. Hit it again.
26. Does
Shockingly,
that hit?
still hits.
Dong. Is that the exact same fucking? Not quite. If it had been a 12, no, it still wouldn't have been. I can do math.
All right. It has been hit a couple of times. It's starting to very sort of frantically look around.
27.
Here, you know what?
Yeah,
Do me a quick favor.
sure.
Roll me a d4. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Harold, you're up.
All right. I don't think I have room to get past the people in front of me, do I?
Not particularly, no.
We're kind of tightly packed in here. Okay, then first thing Harold is gonna do is use Bane on it, which I believe is oops. It's a charisma saving throw. Yeah, whenever a target that fails this saving throw makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, which is a minute of concentration, the target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or saving throw. So it's a d4 penalty for the next minute to attacks or saves.
Well, it rolled a 14. -2. So it
All
fails
right,
the
well,
con
yeah,
save or the
it's a
charisma save.
14, yeah.
Yep. So that is a 12. So now
Nice.
I subtract a
And
d4 from everything. Cool.
I don't think I really have anything else that I can do in this situation.
Like a bonus action?
Yeah, I think
You're paladin, right?
yeah, I am, yeah.
I think you do you have some kind of like blessing you can put on other people?
That would be another action that would be blessed.
Possibly. Yeah, because yeah, Bane is a full action, unfortunately.
I mean,
Fire.
technically speaking, you're all within range of his paladin aura right now, so
Yeah.
you should all be getting
That's
like
true.
+3 to your saving throws.
Hmm. And as
What
long
is
as you're
the
within 5
what's it exactly?
oh
The paladin
aura.
aura. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like devotion aura or something.
Yeah. Fuck me, it's in here somewhere.
What kind of paladin are you?
I am a
I think this aura isn't an
It
oath
changes
specific.
depending on it does have I believe it changes, but let me have a look here.
here we go. Aura of protection. Yeah, while you're conscious, you grant all friendly creatures, including you, within 10 feet, a +3 bonus to all saving throws. So as long as everyone's within 10 feet of me, you're getting +3 on saves. As long as you're within 5 feet of me, I can use my reaction to block incoming damage. So I'm just going to do my best to stay within range of everybody just in case.
Shouldn't be too hard considering nobody can move.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
that'll be an
exactly.
issue.
What's your
Yeah.
charisma modifier, guys?
+3.
Okay. So yeah, if that ever goes up, this goes up because it's actually your charisma modifier, not just a flat +3. So keep that in mind. All right, so everyone gets +3 to your
Alright.
saves. Is that the end of your turn, Harold?
Yeah, that's kind of all I can do.
Well, that's good because the bull, sort of trying to back up away from Grog, just lets out a bellow, and the room fills with this green gas, and everyone in the room is going to make saving throws.
Is it Constitution?
It is. I believe it is. Yes.
Alright. Remember to, yeah, it's just a straight up saving throw, I think. Yeah, add 3 to that,
So
don't you?
16.
Oh, add 3, so 14.
Everyone adds 3.
Yeah. Constitution on. Okay, so 18.
So
Van Richten.
oh, they've all been rolling. Everyone's eyes are on the bull. So all of you pass.
That
You
could
all
have been
feel
bad.
your joints get stiff and your muscles tighten, but you all kind of shrug it off, feeling empowered by this sort of dark aura that sort of emanates. It's not really dark though. It's more. The Herald seems to always have a bit of autumn around. And so it seems that whatever that is protected you. Next up is Freya.
Okay. Is there any of the hash left? The
You
snuff
did
box
1,
had 10.
2.
Yeah.
The
So
hashish.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 2 round trips left.
Okay, I'm gonna take one handful of it, and I'm going to try and acrobatics onto this bull's back. And I'm going
Okay.
to try and cover its nose with this.
Okay. That would almost be a grapple, but with dexterity. So, like, sure, go ahead and make acrobatics. It's going to try to also shimmy out of your way. It's not got a lot of place to move, though.
Yep.
It also gets negative 1d4 to this check because Bane.
I mean, it doesn't really need the negative 1d4, but that's a 4.
That depends on what I roll on this.
Yeah, well, don't roll a 1,
Okay.
An 11. Okay. It was closer than we thought. But you managed to get on its back. So go ahead and make an unarmed attack.
Unarmed strike. Am I making a slashing attack? I assume no.
I almost think this would be because you're kind of slapping it in its face. It's almost a bludgeoning attack.
Yeah.
So make a slap attack.
So just straight strength? Yeah.
It's just an unarmed attack. So yeah.
Fuck.
No, you can't quite. You don't have advantage when you're grappled, do you?
Oh wait, I think I actually... Hold on, I gotta read through all of my... Fighting style is... I can't see anything that would lead
No,
to
I'm
that.
looking either.
I do have an extra attack though.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Yay. Come on, you big motherfucker. Shit. Well, I'm just gonna hold on then.
Yeah, you are now just on for the ride. And Tyr, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to hit it. Hit it with my sword.
Hit that motherfucker with a sword.
A 12 does not hit.
That's
Okay,
damage. That's a damage roll.
Oh, dude, god damn it.
Oh, a 9 definitely doesn't hit.
Okay, well, I'll expend a superiority die to attack again.
You don't need to do that, you have an extra attack.
Nope, I just have an extra attack. That's what I was going to do. Yeah, let's do it.
Also, does not hit. Good
Okay,
lord.
perfect.
You rub a
So I'm
Feeling
gonna
groggy.
fall on my sword as hard as I can.
I'm gonna.
I will use my bonus action to fall on my sword.
Tyr's had a bad day.
Quick, no, hold on. It's a
Yeah.
Witcher thing. Someone pay Tyr to kill this.
You do it. You're the one who steals stuff.
I literally am not in the room.
Then shut up.
Talking a lot for
Top
someone who's not
round.
here. Bitch.
Grog.
Bitch, I made you lunch. Get off my dick.
Me?
Yep.
No.
No, I meant my turn. Does it?
Oh.
14 probably doesn't hit.
14 does not hit.
18?
Does not hit.
What?
Shit.
Oh fuck. This thing's armored
This
as
thing did
shit.
not. This thing was not more than 18 when I fought it.
You fought a broken one.
Oh,
You recall.
cool. This one is a
Badly
fresh
damaged.
one.
This one is hale and healthy. Yeah, Grog. You can do anything else?
No,
Okay.
that's my turn.
Harold.
Let me see. Tyr was doing pretty rough in terms of health, right?
Yeah.
All right. On a scale of 1 to whatever, how badly hurt are you?
Let's see. On a scale from if I were a statistician, I
Just say your
on a scale
health.
of one to 54, I'm 6 left.
Okay.
Kick him in
In
the
that
shin. Bring it down
case,
to 3.
You do have a little bit more space to maneuver.
Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use my action to use my lay on hands. Canonically speaking, Harold's just gonna take the pommel of his sword and just tap it onto Tyr's chest. And a little bolt of yellow lightning's gonna hit him for an extra 30 HP.
Funny enough, it was sharp and that actually killed me. How many points?
30.
30?
30. 3-0.
No kidding. Feel like a new man.
Yeah. That's all I get until the next long rest, but it's on you now. And I don't, other than that, think there's really anything else I can do because I'm still out of bopping range. So I think my only choice really is going to be to either try and like use a misty step to get around. Well, there's not really any space to get around it.
No, not currently.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit Tyr with the lay on hands, and then I'm just gonna have to hold fire where I am and just keep that concentration up.
Well, it got its petrification breath back.
That's good.
So I need everybody, sans Freya,
Yay.
to make a dexterity or to make a constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh, Harold.
No, my boy.
God damn it! Why can I never find the bloody thing that I need?
And as it's sort of billowing this smoke out, it is continuing to try to back up, especially away from Grog. It seems utterly frightened of him. Is that all you got, Harold?
That's all I got. Yeah. So with the +3, that's like 9 saving throw on the Constitution.
Okay. Harold, you are currently restrained, and you will repeat this saving throw at the end of your next turn.
Okay.
Next up, Freya.
Alright, you know what I'm doing. I'm trying it again.
Yep.
Go the fuck back where you came from. Shit.
Also help me.
It's hard to put a thing under a bull's nose. I'll do it again. 20.
Funny, you shove it into the bull's face. And it vanishes.
Yeah!
And you fall. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check for me.
Okay. Graceless.
You take 5 points of damage just as you
Ow,
hit the
motherfucker.
floor. 2 of these beds are utterly destroyed.
Yeah.
The wall is gouged and splintered. There will be some repairs need to be made. We're going to stay in this order. Tyr, just really quickly. Tyr, are you doing anything? Yes or no?
No.
That was perfectly okay. Grog, are you doing anything? Yes or no?
Nah.
Harold, I need you to make your saving throw again.
Righty then. Oh, that's more like it.
The effect ends on you and you feel yourself turn to stone. You reach out and just, even though it's faint, you feel the touch of the Raven Queen, and it powers through into you, and you feel the stone that was starting to form on your skin, or from your skin, vanish.
Well,
She is with me. Let's go.
I'm not fucking explaining to them that a magical bull turned up in the room. Because no one's gonna fucking believe me when I say it.
I'll tell them.
We're going to have to pay for the damages either way.
That could have been much stupider.
I
I
think
agree.
it
It could
went
have gone
great.
much, much worse.
Hmm.
I don't know,
I
it
think
was
it went
pretty
great,
fun.
and thank you all for helping me survive.
What did you say?
I said thank you for helping me out of there.
Freya sits up and is like, yeah, about that. Where'd you get that thing? Points to wherever the snuff box is.
Sitting on the table. And as you're looking across to the table now, you see 2 statues
Hmm?
at the back of the room.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh no.
See what?
Ophalia, the hag,
Hmm.
and with 2 natural ones in a row,
Damn.
Irina.
That's not good.
Aw, man, I liked her. Does anyone have a magic needle?
Might be able to find one, but where's Van Richten?
He's there. He's up. As is Drindar, Gullop, who were sort of shoved out. Some of these people actively got shoved out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Gullop, you actually hear down off the side going, "I'm all right. Everything all right up there?" Because he got pushed out the window as this thing appeared.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
We're fine.
Sloosh, 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 and you just hear him sort of trying to run around to the front. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
There's no
Just
rush, it's
quiet as he
over.
runs.
I'm gonna turn to Van Richten. I'm gonna be like, you wouldn't happen to have anything for petrification, would you? Save us a lot of time.
No, well, I cannot say that I do. Unfortunately, the person who perhaps may have had the ability to do something about it is, well, she is there. And he kind of gestures to Ophalia.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Harold.
Harold's gonna walk out the room into. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna. Where are they in the room right now? The statues.
They are both back behind the table.
Are they in like a precarious position?
Ismark is right now by his sister's side. He is useless. He is gone dead silent. He is just unbelieving, staring at his sister. What it looks like is Ophalia shoved the two of them back in the corner, seeing them as more, because they're both in very civilian garb, and not really knowing that they are semi-capable fighters, but seems to have placed herself in between them. And it's sort of like shoved them into the corner.
Well, are they like in a precarious position? Like, do they look like they're gonna tip over or anything?
No.
Okay. Freya was gonna ask the Herald to move them to one of the beds.
They are touching because they were sort of backed up together. So Irina's hands are on Ophalia's back.
So we're not going to be able to move them unless we move them both at the same time. Maybe best just to leave them where they are then.
We'll leave them.
Yeah, why move? I mean, they're not going to be more comfortable in a bed. They are statues.
I'm just thinking about the logistics of having to go on a side quest to find a magic needle or whatever. We might have to leave them here for a while.
What is this?
I mean, also, we have a fucking cleric. I mean, is she out getting blasted?
Where is Walker?
So, Walker, how was your date with the sheriff?
Yeah, so cutting out. No, Walker and Apto, you're still asleep at this point, Carther. Maybe you've woken up because the sun is still there.
Carth is not asleep. He's drunk.
Oh no, everyone here is absolutely blasted.
You never fallen asleep, Hayward.
So just for reference, Walker and the sheriff are now playing Truth or Dare, or rather, Walker is playing Truth or Dare, and she is slowly trying to convert the sheriff into playing the world's most boring version of Truth or Dare. So, okay, so
terrible again. You need to fix that setting.
Yeah, hold on.
She's currently on her phone.
Yeah, due to the fact that my computer fucking went kasplat. Hold on.
Yeah.
1 second, please. We'll try best. We'll try. Let's try to figure out how to get into that part of Discord from the fucking iPad setting.
I genuinely don't think it's gonna get better from your phone. It's just kind of
okay. Hey.
But you guys hear a knock on the door, and you hear Danica, the one of the patrons of the bar, go, "Y'all all right in there?"
Yes, ma'am.
You're drunk. You're out.
Yes, ma'am. We are
No, you're not. This is to them. Sorry. Oh. You guys are still off partying.
No, sorry. I thought you moved to us.
We have not jumped.
No, haven't jumped quite yet.
Grog looks to the door. Everyone else and then go.
Yes.
Hello? Y'all in there?
Yes.
Suddenly you hear the door starting. As none of you answer, the door starts to go as she's starting to unlock it with her master key.
I mean, it's not a secret.
Hmm.
Freya will open the door.
Oh.
She's like, we had a bit of an incident with a magic item. Yeah,
Oh. Like she's taking
just
everything in.
show
He
everything.
goes, you sure did. Oh boy.
Suffice to say, things are pretty fucking far from okay.
Well,
I mean, they could be worse. They're not dead.
didn't see them in the corner there. Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Huh. Oh.
Do you have a magic needle or any fucking cleric spells?
No.
Do you know anyone who does?
The well, Auntie and her grandma, gesturing to Ophelia.
Hmm. Well, that was one of our options.
Well, I'm sure they'll at the very least fix their own for nothing.
Yeah. I don't know if they'll be upset that we got her into this trouble.
They're all old. I don't. Maybe.
Hmm.
I doubt it.
I could send Alan to fetch one of them.
Worth a shot. Can Alan speak? Is
No,
Alan a
but I can
talking
write and I
horse?
can give him a nose.
True.
Can Alan speak? Yes, to me specifically.
Yes. Only to me.
Well, let's get started on that. Send Alan with a note. Maybe they can send another of their party to at least help her. Honestly, Ismark, this is probably the safest she'll be for the imminent future. Yeah.
He stops for a second. And he goes, well, I don't like it, but you're also not wrong.
We'll figure something out.
Perhaps. And he just sits there and he seems to suddenly you see like the cog starting to turn in his brain.
Uh-huh. Well, let's see what we can find. Maybe we can get Walker to take a look at it. Maybe it won't be necessary to get the hags involved.
With
There's
that,
no
we will
harm in
now
sending
cut
Alan
over.
just in case.
Yeah, as you guys are getting that all set, and Danica's going to look at the damages. She doesn't seem angry though. She seems a little like just, well, damn. That's, you certainly did have a mishap. Like there's no like, she's not grumpy about it. She's just, huh. And from
Listen,
there,
just telling the truth is better than trying to make
Yeah.
something up.
We'll cut over to the other half of the group, who are currently partying it up. You're trying to get him to play Truth or Dare. It is not working. He is adamantly refusing. And in fact, after a certain point, he's like, he looks at you, the sheriff looks at you, Walker, and says, all right, I think it's time I headed home. Shit.
Walker's literally gonna laugh at him, give him a bottle, and go, "Okay, I'll stop." But that was good. What? Half an hour? I feel like I ran that one out. I feel like that one was good.
He nods and he goes, I'll stop by in the morning and we can, well, I'd like to meet her. If
I think
Whoops.
possible.
I think that's a good idea. She's a good person.
Well, good night, Walker.
Good night. And Walker's gonna push herself to her feet
Mm-hmm.
and
Uh-huh.
gonna push herself to her feet and kind of and then grab Karth by
What?
the back of
Oh,
gonna grab Karth by the back of his jacket and put him up on her shoulder in the standard carry position, and then is gonna start heading outside with the intention of making her way back towards the tavern.
You've lost. You've noticed. Not Ben. What was his name? Tom. You spotted Tom at one point, and same with Opto, but have since fully lost track of them.
wait. Gotta turn the sun off before you leave.
Nah, let him have the sun. Let him have.
It's also
Okay.
at this point. At this point, they've also set the effigy on fire, so even when the light goes out, which it will very shortly, it'll still be there. You do see a couple of the others slowly sort of making their way back towards the house or the tavern as well. It's just the only two that seem to be AWOL are Tom and Apto.
Walker has absolutely no concerns about Apto whatsoever.
Hmm.
She's just gonna gently stagger her way that way.
Maybe Tom will trip and fall and explode, and we won't have to deal with it.
Stop with this weird fucking. We zone of truth. That bad boy. He was in it with the rest. He's a good egg. Not egg. Obviously, that would be weird. But he's a good boy, man, dude.
I guess.
Dude arena.
I guess.
Dude rhino.
So you eventually make your way back. You find yourself heading in. It's sort of closed down.
Hey,
Danik,
was that window broken the whole time?
Walker's gonna lean back and look up, and she leans just like slightly too far backwards to be entirely uncomfortable if you're sitting on her
You
shoulder.
all would see the window. It's off on the side, and you all would enter here in the front.
Okay.
If you go to the ground floor, the entrance at the bottom of the page. The entrance is.
Oh,
here.
I guess that's fair. You're right.
The window would be
Got
over
it.
here.
In which case, Walker is going to open the door, and just in case Atsu is anywhere inside, and because we were just doing karaoke quite a bit, she's going to enter with "Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want?"
Oh, hey,
Ooh.
Walker's back.
Yeah. And then, well, yeah, you head on upstairs and find everyone is in sort of the room, in sort of the larger room where you all had been sleeping together.
Grog hears you coming up the stairs, pokes her head out the door, and be like, "Hey, can you unstone people? Not weed, like rocks."
Wait, hold on. I think we have to come up to this floor from the outside.
Don't worry about it. As we head up, we'll I mean, why were you throwing rocks at people? We left
No.
very specific instructions.
Turned to stone.
Who got
There was
turned
a
to
magic ball.
stone?
Don't worry about it. Just Grog wiggles a hand at you.
What?
Fix it.
Walker, you watch Walker sober up from the forehead down. It's like all of the like mirth and all of the good vibes she was feeling just fucking drain out through her feet.
Oh,
Like
I
you
felt that in your
fucking-
shoulders. You got like really
Grog tilts
tense.
his head and just watches your body language change. It's like, where did it go?
Where did it go? I could fucking feel. You need to work on that. This whole section of Cart like just
Walker literally lifts Kath off her shoulder as she like does not break stride. Lifts him off her shoulder and just drops him.
I will say, unlike TV, where a character quote unquote sobers up, you attempt to stride as you normally would, and promptly ram your shoulder off the edge of the doorway.
Oh yeah, no, she does. She does not.
Yeah,
she does not. I would actually argue Adrenaline does a beautiful job, but
it does an okay job.
Yeah, no, she does not feel that all. And heads into the room and does a quick once over to see who is there and who is stone. And seeing
so you see the damaged wall,
Grog just points at the
broken
two
bed,
statues in the corner.
and you see Ophalia and Irina have been turned to stone.
Oh, that's kind of that's
They're
not great.
fine. It's fine. The Herald almost did it.
So Irina is the sheriff's long lost sister.
Cool.
Walker
So
literally
relevant.
because we were interrupted last time. Walker literally takes you off her shoulder and casts you towards the stairs.
What, towards the stairs?
Like back the way that no, she's literally like not only was that not your fucking news and she's not impressed, she's also busy. And we're not coping. So yeah, she just not hard enough to do you any damage and your dex is plenty high enough, but like yeah, no. Not having any part of that.
Okay.
Can I DM, can I please do a Arcana check? I want to see if the spell magic is going to do a fucking thing to petrification.
Go for it.
Sick. I would do that if I not managed to have an issue in Roll20. Right as I said that, please hold while I reload. Do 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 do. I'm aiming for the DMCA ban this episode.
We've
Okay.
had those before. It's fine.
Your dice roll is very important to us. Please continue to hold.
Please wait. All of our dice are busy at the moment. Please wait. Okay.
You
Please
are
listen
number
to the music as you wait, and then
700
it's just
in the queue.
It's like this weird, like
Athletics, there we go.
definitely pulled off of somewhere.
One of those should have been Arcana. The touch screen interface is not good. 19.
19.
Mm-hmm.
Greater restoration or wish, baby.
Or flesh to or stone to flesh.
Which isn't a spell in 5e.
Is it not?
No.
Nope, flesh to stone and stone to
Certainly
flesh.
not one I have access to.
What level
So-
is Greater Restoration?
Oh, flesh to stone is.
Well, yeah, flesh to stone works the other way as well.
No, there's no stone to flesh anymore.
I do not. I do not have that spell. I certainly don't have it in my spell sheet. Walker goes. I cannot. I cannot do that.
You also know, Walker, I'll tell you this with the 19. They are perfectly unharmed. When they are unfrozen, they will unfreeze, and to them, no time will have passed.
So good
It
news.
is essentially the world's best medically
Cryogenic
induced
stasis.
coma. It is
Yeah.
yeah.
So Yeah, she'll go, so good news. They don't know what's happened. They don't know what's happening. And they could stay that way for 1,000 years and be none the wiser. Bad news. I can't undo that. I can't even come close. Worse news, and she points at the hag. That situation is going to be costly to resolve if we can mend that fence all.
Well, I
When there's
figured.
nothing else for it.
What happened?
Well, you
How did this
see,
happen?
Frey will
A bit lazy.
describe everything that happened in the last session. And then, when he finally got out of there, this thing showed up. Apparently, someone dropped some of this. She shows some of the snuff inside, and those things are inside. But I sent it back, and this is what's left of it.
Long story short, I think we're all going to have a very frank and honest conversation about why we're carrying magical objects that we don't remember picking up.
Right, and we're going to have plenty of time because we can't leave them like.
Well, have we sent off Alan with his note?
I haven't been down to the barn yet, no.
Let's get that done faster rather than.
Harold's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna mark off and do that just now.
Do you think? Hold on. Before you go, Freya thinks about it for a second and is like, do you think an unsupervised horse is going to be okay on the roads of Barovia?
Well, the thing is, even if he's not, he'll come back.
That's true.
I guess that's fair.
He's our best shot.
I was going to say, isn't Alan not even technically a horse, but just like a simulacrum of a horse?
It's a celestial.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
you also see. I'll tell you.
They could do.
I'll tell you right now as well, Walker. You do see Ismark is sitting there with his brow furrowed. He seems to be deep in thought.
Walker's gonna sit down close to him, but she's not gonna press him yet. Yeah. She's not gonna press him.
He looks at you when you sit down. Like, he knew you were in the room. He wasn't lost.
Yeah.
If the hags can do something...
It's a big if. But it wouldn't surprise me if grandmother can do something. The question is that. And she gestures at the hag again. With what level of punishment?
Well, what?
I doubt they'll punish you.
Could we wait?
Wait, how long?
Well, obviously we need to find out if they can. Or not. But if it is possible... I mean, you're not wrong, Freya. She's never been safer from him.
So there is Toph is right. There's a little piece of information that we're not all playing with here. Let me bring you boys up to speed. You know the sheriff? 1, a little bit dull. 2, not evil. 3, her biological brother. And 4, planning to introduce himself tomorrow. So, whatever plan we have, I suggest we have it in a format we can tell to another person by then. Because
Well, biological brother or not, I'm her actual brother. How do you
Walker
know
gives
that?
him a very just blank look.
Did he even know it was his sister?
Once he'd seen her, yes.
Ah. Either way, he's not got much say in it.
If you were not you, and you had been dreaming of and missing her, despite not knowing who she was, but feeling her absence in your soul for the majority of your adult life, in fact, all of your adult life, and then you came within a hair's breadth of actually being able to reunite with her and then have it snatched away, regardless of whether you have a say or not in what happens next, I think it would be safe to say you'd probably be a little upset. We are allies in this.
If I'm going to be honest with
be...
you, Walker, my sister's safety and her well-being and getting her away from that monster is all I really care about.
And I'm not.
This sheriff can go fuck himself for all I care. If he wants to help, fine. If he becomes a hindrance, well, then he's a hindrance that needs to be dealt with. But his feelings are, to be frank, not something I care about, one way or another.
Honestly,
For sure.
it seems like if we needed someone to stay here and watch her while we go off and find some solution, this is the best possible option. The sheriff of the town is interested to see her not in a statue form, so he would stay by her side until we got back, no matter how long that took.
Fair.
It's a pretty solid point. And I'm not saying any other way. I'm just saying if we go at this with our usual blurt out a plan and random pieces of information in a way that people may or may not understand, that probably will not go well.
You hear a noise coming from downstairs. Walker!
Oh, sounds like we're in trouble already.
That happened sooner rather than later, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It can't be tomorrow already.
Walker's gonna head to the top of the stairs and lean over the railing. Go, yeah.
I'm here now. Before I lose the nerve. Oh.
Well,
he stumbles back. He has an empty whiskey bottle that he did not have prior.
Alright. Walker's gonna head down the stairs. Slap him on the bicep, and she's gonna hit him with we're just gonna put a little no, because healing wouldn't technically work. Not technically injured.
I think it's less restoration. Because technically we count alcohol as poisoned. So lesser restoration.
I'm not gonna goof you. I did not have that today.
No, I know. No, you didn't.
Do you have protection from poison and disease prepared?
I do not. I do not tend to rock with that up.
Damn, because that wouldn't sober him permanently, but it would sober him for a minute.
Okay, so what Walker's gonna do is she's gonna put one arm on each side of his shoulders. She's gonna hold both biceps, and she's gonna say, "You're a brave man. Boy, howdy do we need you right now. But if you lose your temper, I'm gonna put you on your ass. Do we have an understanding?"
He looks vaguely confused and goes, "I suppose."
Okay. In which case she's gonna turn around and walk upstairs. And as she heads up like the stairs ahead of him, she's gonna mouth at Grog in
Grog has
particular.
been gone.
Grog
Grog
Oh,
is
Grog's been no, that's right. No, yeah.
As soon as Walker stopped being fun and was like, "Oh my god, what's the situation?" and Grog was like, "This seems boring," and left.
No fair. Okay, in which case, as she just comes up, she's gonna mouth at the room in general. Best behavior. And she's gonna step in. She's gonna go. There's been a situation. She is absolutely safe, and she is absolutely fine.
And he walks over and he goes, Irina, my name is... Oh,
a lot of
where'd
O's
you
going
get a
around.
statue? What? Folly? I'm confused.
So we seem to have found ourselves in possession of some items we did not know we had, which is an issue. More pressing, one of those items did or led to this. That is Ophalia. That is Irina.
Huh. Well, shit.
Walker just looks at him a little bit. And goes, I'm not gonna lie. That's not how I thought. That's not.
What did you think would happen?
Thought you'd blame us, to be honest, and that would not have been unfair.
Does that help anything?
Not remotely. We need you to protect them both until we can find out how to undo this. There are ways to undo this. I just don't have.
You know, Walker, I wanted to tell you something. And he gets in your
Yeah.
face a little bit.
Uh-oh.
And he goes, I thought, after this evening, I thought, you know what? There's somebody, maybe, who gets me. But no.
But you
No,
are.
I'm just the angry sheriff, ain't I?
No,
That's
you're
all I
drunk.
am. Well, fuck
You're
you.
Walker slap.
You are losing your temper.
Walker just open hands him like a fucking like a domestic and goes, "You are a drunk asshole, the same as every other drunk asshole. Do not get on your high horse at me." And then she's gonna hiccup.
Well, you're a drunk bitch.
Well, you're a drunk, but this is circular. Can you look after her or not?
Sure.
Right, well, now
Look
that's
Look
Excellent.
nice on the
takes some
lawn.
strides
It's a
to fix this
fucking
fucking
Don't
statue.
you- Don't put her on lawn. Put some shit on her. Inside, protected.
I'm gonna. Well, you know what? 1 minute, and he kind of walks out and vomits.
Excellent.
You fucking kidding
Walks
me?
out where? Where does he do it? Over
Out
the
of the
railing?
window.
Right in the hallway.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No, not over the balcony. Well, call it
Oh,
Al. High or low?
Fuck.
I don't like
Low.
this.
Low.
Low.
Yep.
That's an 8.
Who's got prestidigitation?
Straight over the balcony.
I mean, someone definitely has it.
You can hear Irwin sigh somewhere in the building.
It's a shame you threw that someone out of the room.
Literally.
And he walks over and he goes, I'll look after her after a nap. And he kind of sits down right here in the room and just fucking passes out.
Hey, this is our room. This is our room.
Well, that went well.
Walker, you have enough medicine to go, is that alcohol poison? Like, is he okay?
Yeah, no, Rocket. I would like to roll for alcohol poisoning, please.
Roll a medicine check.
God, I hope he
Sure.
died. It would be just the perfect end to our day.
I mean, he's not. You know, you want to make sure you do the drug protocol that he doesn't, choke in his own vomit and but he should be okay. He'll probably hate himself in the morning.
Excellent.
Walker got on all of our cases about being on our best behavior, and meanwhile she's nearly poisoned the sheriff.
I also slapped him. Like, this could have gone horribly wrong.
I have
Walker's gonna.
pose a hypothetical. Does he have days where he wakes up and doesn't hate himself?
I mean, that's fair.
To find out.
Good question.
Womp womp.
So Walker's gonna grab her her traveling bedroll, unroll it, and then half drag, half lift him onto that on the floor.
Oh, make a
In the-
strength check.
In the
Walker.
recovery position. Yeah, strength is not my fucking.
He is a slab of meat.
If only you had a
That's
really
a
strong
13.
person in the room and hadn't been so boring.
I mean, tears in the room.
Tears had a
That's
rough
Harold,
day.
actually.
Ask him to manhandle someone. I don't even know if he's ever. He was at the banquet. He's met this guy.
I don't know why we're moving this guy.
13.
No, you cannot budge him.
You gotta put him in the recovery position,
love
or else
that
he'll
Harold!
die.
Is
Harold!
just like standing in this room watching Walker. Like Walker walks in and goes, "Best behavior." Walker and this guy have an argument for like 30 seconds, start slapping each other. This guy passes out, and then Walker just like crouches down and starts going like, and like pulling on him like. And then
Yeah, no, Walker, this is not your best night for the best behavior speech.
Yeah, no, this is not the night for that. No, but she 100% goes, Harold!
Harold is long gone. He's in the barn.
Motherfucker.
Tear! Freya!
Yeah, she's just gonna start rolling down. No, you know what? Isn't Gullop just downstairs?
No, Gullop's with Grog.
Gullop's with Grog? Yeah, okay. In which case, yeah, she's just gonna roll down people until someone's gonna help her put some asshole on a bedroll in the recovery position.
By the way, Grog has led you to the tree. There's like a big tree out back.
Uh-huh.
And under it, and Gullop has to lay flat and kind of worm his way in, but then you see him just fall out of sight. Do you follow Gullop? Just really quickly.
He's gone under the tree?
Yeah, there's like a
down
big
hole?
gap in its roots that sort of where that.
Fuck
sort of
yeah,
ground
that seems
goes.
awesome.
So you go under, and you find that there is a small cave that they have found, and he and your wizard friend, who has wandered off and everyone has forgotten about, except for Gullop, are here, and he is. They're sort of. They've made a little like mud, like they've gotten mud furniture and little stone table, and Gullop goes, I had to keep him busy. He kept trying to wander off.
Holy shit.
I'm running out of ideas.
I mean, this is pretty cool. How are you doing, bud?
I'm good. I'm very, very good. Yes.
Damn. How many legs does that chair have?
7.
Ha!
For stability.
Yeah, sure. More legs means more I get it.
Yeah, every time I sit in it, it breaks. So he keeps adding legs.
You are very heavy.
I am.
Grog pats the top of his helmet with a resounding like clong clong. So is this like what you want to do? Just like hang out and make mud furniture?
No.
Oh, okay. What do you want to do?
I don't know.
Okay.
But I need to do it.
Oh, are you like itchy? Like you feel like you've forgotten something?
Yes. I've forgotten a lot of things.
I mean, yeah. But like something important, not just
Very
you know.
important, yes. And I feel it's close.
Okay. Do you
Gullop
know where?
leans in and goes, I caught him just... He'd forgotten his clothes. And he was just
Eh,
yelling at people, going, where is it? And then they would go, "Where's what?" And he would go, "I don't know, you tell me. Am I naked?" And they would go, "Yeah." And he'd go, "Well, where is it anyway then? Who cares?" It was just it was a bit unsightly, really.
Oh, that's a shame. Okay, so here's the thing. I am down to help you find it, but we gotta keep our clothes on because it is nighttime and it is cold. And the only person in our party capable of fixing hypothermia is currently being really boring. I don't want to talk to her. So, deal? Grog holds out a hand. Clothes,
Deal.
and we'll go looking for whatever fucking thing it is.
I want to sleep first.
Yeah, okay. They're in bed.
God, we forgot a bed. Come quickly. Oh, all right, don't worry. And he just sort of toddles after him and goes, "I got it, I got it." And just to you, giving you kind of the weird floppy thumbs up as they set
Can I
about
help?
making a mud bed. Yes, yes, quickly, quickly now. If it's going to
Okay.
be big enough for the three of us, we're going to need some help.
Grog will help. Fuck yeah. This is way more interesting than more drama
You
and
you
being in
you
a fucking mirror maze.
you start working on a mud bed. Karth,
Ah,
you do eventually see Harold come in, talk to his horse. Did you want to do anything special, or were you just letting him know what was going on, Harold, and then sending him on his way?
Yeah, so Harold is gonna write a small note of just a brief summation of the situation. He's gonna tuck it into Alan's, what's it called, the brindle, the thing that's on their cheek.
Mm-hmm.
He's also gonna take a little bit of like charcoal as he goes, and he's gonna use the charcoal to draw on Alan's head as best he can the symbol of the Raven Queen, a tongue, and a fire. Uh, and then he's gonna put his head to Alan's head and think of where the hags are and think of the direction he has to go. And just say to him, "Remember, you are not bound by the rules of this world anymore. You run until you cannot run anymore, and then you run some more."
He touches his head to yours, and then as you let him out of the stable, he takes off. Grog, you hear a horse come past you, your little tree, your little cave fort. You hear the hooves, and you hear it in the distance.
so what's up with your horse, Chief?
What do you mean, what's up with him?
Well, like you talk to him like he's a person.
He was in many ways my best friend.
Was he still a horse back then?
Well, yes, he was still a horse. What do you think, someone turned a person into a horse?
Gods do all kinds of weird things. You know,
Well, no,
they
Alan was. He was just a horse. But he was my horse.
must be nice to have something that's like yours.
And he certainly made the field work a lot easier.
Hmm.
I did speak to him a lot, but I was never sure if he really understood me. Um, I believe now that he did.
Karth just kind of nods from where he is like half hanging off of this ladder. Just I don't know. Uh you got any plans for the night, Harold?
Well, not really, no.
Should I don't know where I'm going with this. You want to hang out in the hayloft? We got hay.
Sure, why not?
and a loft.
And several, I'll point out, there are several ravens that have collected in the top of the hayloft.
Yeah, them too.
I'll see if I can find Egg. Maybe he's hungry.
You can feed egg the ravens?
No, the hay.
Is an egg a dragon? Or a turtle? Do turtles eat hay? What do
So far as I can
turtles
tell, he eats whatever he wants.
what do turtles eat?
I mean, we can at least give him some and see if he likes it.
Oh yeah, you know, you're right. Karth's gonna grab like a fistful of hay and hop down and help find egg.
You actually find Egg on the first floor of the tavern, currently playing with the boys of the sons of the tavern owner. So they're both sort of children. He's just sort of playing with them. I'm not moving people in and around. No one else is in the tavern currently. So we'll go. Wee.
Egg, come here.
So it is just Brom and Bray playing with Egg. We go, sorry, mister. He just kind of showed up and well, we ain't never seen nothing like him before. And
Well, that's all right, boys, as long as you are having fun. We're going to take Egg into the stables and let him get some rest and maybe something to eat. You can play with him as much as you want tomorrow.
really, all right. Good night. Its name is Egg.
Egg, yes, until he decides on what he wants his name to be, it's going to be Egg.
Good night, Egg. And they both pat him. Good night, Egg. Good night, Egg. And they both head upstairs to where you know that they currently stay.
Egg, Karth has brought you something. Do you want to eat it?
Oh, he eats it happily.
Huh.
Well, there we are. Let's bring him with us.
Okay.
There's lots more where that came from.
How many stomachs do you think egg has? Because, like, cows got 4 of them, and they use all of them to eat hay.
Well, I can't say I've really observed his, how can I put it, digestive patterns. But it
Yeah, I
doesn't seem to
guess.
be long between him eating something and then, it reappearing.
Huh.
I suppose we could ask him if he ever learns to speak. But then how would he know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm talking nonsense. I'm tired.
Do you get tired?
No, not usually.
Huh. Well, we can put egg in one of the bits stables,
Sure.
and then I saw the sun today for like the first time in weeks.
I saw
Like
it from the window, yes. Must have
like
been
out
nice.
I guess I saw it earlier when we fried those vampires, but that wasn't the same, cuz like we were fighting.
Doesn't
I
really
got to
count.
I got to just sit in it. That was really nice.
I was going to ask, do your people enjoy the sun? I mean, I'm trying not to make assumptions, but I see smaller creatures of your build enjoying the sun.
Yeah, well, like, you know, kobolds got dragon blood, so we're not exactly cold-blooded like regular lizards are, but some things are pretty universal, you know.
I would like to learn more of your people. Let's discuss it overnight.
Yeah. I got stories. I should warn you though, if we're gonna trade stories, most of mine kind of end with, and then he died too. Although, from what I've heard you tell of your life, I think that might just be something we have in common.
Well, I guess we'll find out. And then
As
they
you two
wander off to the barn.
As you two wander off to the barn, Harold, do me a favor. Make a religion check for me. And do it with advantage.
John, avantage. That would be a 15.
That is an interesting way of doing advantage. I had not seen that before. Okay.
Yeah, you just right click on it in D&D Beyond and it gives you the option.
Huh. Okay. So 15. Okay. So, we will, if unless anyone else has anything they want to do tonight, we will cut to the next morning.
Freya
I'm
would
good.
like to do one thing.
What would Freya like to do?
I would like to track everyone down with a sack and have them put any strange items they don't recall picking up into the sack.
You would have to actively make a survival check to find people.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start with the ones I can find, which would be Tyr and Walker. Tyr, we already emptied his pockets.
So it's just a matter of waving things in front of his face and be like, "Do you remember this?"
Where did you find it? How'd it get burned?
I'll actually say Tyr, you do remember the book.
Tyr's not here.
Oh, Tyr's not here. Tyr does remember the book. Vaguely. When you all murdered someone and in payment, you guys ran their shit.
Not
They
our
were a
finest
monster,
hour.
to be fair.
Oh, okay.
And this book was part of it. And for some reason, just always kept it around.
Do you remember what kind of monster they were? Yeah?
Sure. Of course, as you reach back into your memory, hearing the story from reaching back, you very no, we don't want that one too. They were, of course, stop giving me named characters. Give me a fucking monster, please. That's another named character. Oh my god. It was a sea hag.
Interesting.
Who had been eating fishermen.
Huh. Well, let's not mention that to the hags when we meet them.
You'll remember the hags were like, always get along with other hags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good to know. Alright, I'm gonna try and find everyone else.
Okay, you find Walker immediately.
Walker.
Walker hands over a small tattered book of business.
What?
Good.
Ooh, you are
Hold on,
breaking
you're
up. You got to
cutting
be
out.
close to where your phone is.
Walker hands over a small tattered book of children's nursery rhymes that's been deep in one of her jacket pockets.
Children's
I
nursery.
don't know where this phone came from. Picked up at some point. Don't know when.
Is that the only thing?
Yup. Everything else I have, I know where it came from.
Alright. Thank you for your participation. If it checks out, we'll give it back to you.
You also have seen both of Harold's.
Egg and what was the other one?
Who's the mirror?
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's a small mirror that shows you your older self.
Mm-hmm.
He
Well,
is, though, hesitant to hand it over.
do I find the
Make
Herald
a
and...
survival check. Go and track them.
Yeah.
You gotta. They've
Yeah,
wandered
alright.
off.
Alright, survival.
You get advantage.
But I don't
Oh,
know
damn,
yet.
there you go. Yeah, no, you find
Nice.
everybody. So you find Walker and Karth.
Alright.
Harold and Karth.
Harold and Karth, excuse me.
Harold has the mirror.
And then they made me their chief, which was nice. Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hmm.
I'm collecting
Freya!
everyone's stupid items that we don't know where they came from. Please
Oh,
put them in this
Let's
bag.
see.
Okay,
You can keep egg. I don't think I want
I
to
don't.
be responsible for egg.
I don't think it fit in the sack.
That's true.
okay, so here's the thing about the silly items that I don't remember where they came from. One of them is like this tiny mechanical spider that it's like a clockwork thing, except I never need to wind it. And it always comes back to me, so I don't see a reason to give it to you, because it'll just end up back with me anyways.
Well, I'd like to test that.
Sure, I
Half of
guess.
these things are probably going to do that anyway, so it's a moot point.
I open my backpack and I pull out like a fistful of knives and some climbing gear and a bunch of poison ingredients and a bunch of like dried meat and then a bunch more knives and then a bunch more knives and then I finally find the little spider. Does it
Yes.
let me pick it up?
It doesn't move.
Okay.
It's inert. And it is when we say it is active spider sized. So like the biggest it would be is it's not even as big as the back of like your hand, Freya.
Yeah, so just this little teeny tiny clockwork spider. You go.
Karth, you also look around and you see not in your bag, but by where you sleep.
Yeah, and that's the other one. Point over to my little nest of straw. I gave that to a child today, and it came back.
So you see an old doll made from dark, dense wood. It is currently missing a hand and a foot.
Wait, when did it come back?
Just now.
Just now.
Oh shit.
Karth doesn't actually know. Karth has not been
paying attention.
Yeah, Karth hasn't been up here the whole day. It could have been back a while ago.
Yeah, I wanted to see what would happen, so I handed that off to like a little 4-year-old, and there we go. You're welcome to take it.
Freya gives you a look. It's like just like flat. Uh, all right.
What?
I'm not gonna. I don't care enough to. I'm not Walker. I'm not gonna lecture you. Um. All right. That's everything. Mirror, spider, doll,
Yeah.
egg. Points at egg.
Well, actually, there is something that you have that I want. Can I have my immovable rod back?
Oh, I guess I do still have that. Yeah, you can have it back.
Thank you.
Use it responsibly.
I will.
Cartha will also point out, I'm just reminding you, you also have the little bronze pinnacle with the etching of the rat's head.
Right.
Was originally.
Right. Sorry. I also have Grog's rat coin.
It's a coin?
Yeah.
Okay.
So here.
Thank you. Just drop it in. I don't want to touch it.
Drop.
Thank you. All right. Have fun, you two.
And you also you follow Grog's tree tracks to the tree, and you see a hole in the tree, like under the roots.
Is it big enough for me to get into?
Gullop can, you can.
Oh yeah. Okay. Probably will just go down there.
Yeah, you find a small little cave, and there's a little. It looks like they've set up a little house down here, made of mud and twigs and stones and stumps.
This is a nice place to get here.
Thanks. I didn't do it.
Oh, thank you, Freya. We worked very hard on it.
Well, I won't interrupt. Grog, do you have anything that you don't remember picking up?
The fuck kind of question is that?
I mean, people have gotten items in their belongings that they don't recall, such as the snuff box that we had that whole thing just now. So I am taking them from everyone and putting them in this bag. And she jangles around the bag.
No, I gave Karth my stupid coin that turns you into a rat because why would I want to be a rat?
Yeah, Karth put it in here, so that's the only one. You don't have anything else?
Nope. I know where everything else I have came from, I think. I don't know. I don't have my bag with me.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's really hard for you to tell Grog.
I know about my second item.
Okay.
Grog just also knows where that one came from.
Fair enough.
So, in the thing of, do you have any magic items that you don't know, or any weird items that you don't know where they came from?
Ah, yes.
All right. Freya isn't gonna press the issue. She's only concerned about magic stuff that is appearing out of nowhere. So she will turn to Gullop and the wizard and be like, "You guys don't have anything, do you?"
Everything
I don't know where I
wizard
came from.
Well, that's a.
Does that count?
That's
Do you
more
want
of
me
a.
in the bag?
No, you wouldn't
You
fit.
can't put it in the bag. We're not gonna smash Gulp.
We're not gonna smash Gullop. He's fine.
Oh, all right.
I
don't think you could do it anyway.
No, you're very
No offense,
sturdy.
Freya.
I mean, phrase isn't gonna push the issue. And then the wizard doesn't remember anything, so all items on him, he doesn't know where he got them. So
nope. You want my pants?
No, thank you.
I'll give them to you. Okay.
You're fine. I'm excusing you. Um, all right, is that everybody? Did I get everything from everyone? Tyr, Walker,
think so.
Harold, Karth, Grog. I guess I gotta put my own items in here.
Yeah.
You know, so
Do you not know where both of them are from?
I feel like I have a dragon's talon, which I know where I got that one.
Yeah. It's the
Um,
other one.
the other one is the one that I'm like, I don't know about this.
Mm-hmm.
Lock it. Okay, so she puts all of those in the bag. And then I was gonna wait for the hags to show up, in theory, if they did show up, but until then, I'm not sure where to put this very cursed sack. Um, Freya turns to Grog and is like, "You wouldn't want to hide this in your hole, would you?"
Grog looks down and then like tilts their head at you and goes,
I mean, I don't know what you think I've got going on down there, but that's a really big bag, and I'm not putting a whole bunch of. I don't
Freya
want.
like pinches the bridge of her nose and is like, "This hole, the hole we're in."
Oh, no, because the last time I fucked with one of those, I got sent to a stupid maze,
Yes,
and it sucked.
that's why we're doing this. All right, fine, you're excused.
I
I'll
know.
see myself out. Freya
Yup.
climbs back out of this tree hole.
Mm-hmm.
Wipe your feet.
Wipe them inside so there's more mud inside. Is that what we're?
Yeah,
Okay,
we,
she does that.
and by we I mean them, have done a really good job cultivating some primo dust in here. You're not tracking it through into the fucking tavern.
Okay, fine.
You've done a real good job on the bed, though, Grog.
Yeah,
You're a part of it now.
yeah.
Hey, yes, Grog. It's a group effort.
Mm-hmm.
Team Mudlover.
Grog sticks up a hand for a high five and just waits for the other two to vaguely slap it.
Oh no, Gullop slaps before Gullop has a chance to high five you back. The old man just looks confused and slaps his forehead to your hand.
Grog ruffles his hair, whatever's left of it.
Forget just like they'll be fine down here. This is probably the best place for them as she leaves. Gonna go back to the barn. Karth,
Freya.
do you have any hiding spots around here?
Yeah.
Well, put this bag in one of them.
Okay.
Make sure it's not anything someone's gonna stumble upon.
Okay.
Are you gonna do it?
Hold on. Karth is going to hop down out of the hayloft, grab the bag, walk over to this bush,
Mm-hmm.
just dig like a fucking, just scrabble up some dirt with his claws, bury it in underneath this bush, and then on this side of the hayloft, he's gonna pull out a piece of charcoal and scribble a really small mark saying in thieves' cant that's marking the tavern as not worth robbing. There, hidden.
Alright. That should be safe for a day or two, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
Alright. Anyway, carry on. Whatever you're doing up there with the Herald.
At this point, the Herald has gone into his meditation, I assume.
Yeah, he's gone over to where the ravens are and he's sat with them and just like he's just chilling with them.
What a couple of them have sat on you, one of which has actively fallen asleep on your shoulder.
Yeah, he
They're
sits.
very comfortable with you.
He sits unmoving. And occasionally, maybe take a bit of bread from his pocket and feed him a little bit.
Okay.
A little unsettling. I'm gonna go. Alright, well, good night. Good night, Harold.
Good night.
No answer from Harold. He's deep.
Yep.
He's already doing his
Mhm.
revenant thing.
Freya leaves.
Egg is currently curled up right next to where you'd sleep, Karth.
What? How did Egg get up the ladder?
Oh, that's true. No, Egg is just asleep in the stall then.
How
Unless you
did-
carried him up. That's true.
We carried the 400-pound dragon turtle baby up a flight of up a ladder because we're insane apparently.
So, if no one else has anything, we will cut to the next day. Harold, for the morning, can you make another religion check for me with advantage?
Check with advantage. That's a 23.
Okay. So as you all wake up in the morning, do the people that are in the actual bedroom first. The sheriff comes to and sort of sits up and goes, "Shit. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Where?" Looks up, sees Irina's statue and went, "Right. Right. Right. Oh, God." Looks around the room. Are any of you up? You all get a long rest, by the way.
Walker is whatever the Halo Holy Book is called on her back on her bed.
Morning.
Yeah. How bad does your head hurt this morning?
Not as bad as it could. Worse than it
Yeah.
should.
Yeah. That's fair. She's gonna, now he's up and awake, she's gonna roll herself out of bed, tuck the book away in her jacket, and head downstairs for breakfast. She just didn't want him to wake up and potentially not remember why Irina was a statue.
So as you all come to, do you all sort of congregate for breakfast? Or does anyone stay away?
Unless someone comes to get Grog Gullop and the old man, they're probably all chilling, having like a fucking tea party down there or something. Who knows?
Gullop came back. Gullop was gone before you woke up.
Oh.
Because while Gullop is sometimes, and a lot of times, the dumb one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps not as dumb as he always appears. And he shows up and he's brought enough for you all to have a tea party. And he sits down and he goes, "I know you two love your mud pies, but if that's all you eat, you'll die. And I don't want you to die. So, you know, yeah." And he
Grog pats Gullop on the shoulder and goes, "That's probably a fucking good idea."
yeah. So, really need to get my water changed soon. It's getting a bit well, you know.
Is there like any? They do hot baths in there, right? There's like a well. We could do something.
Good thinking. Maybe I could clean out the inside of this. It's probably a bit rank.
Yeah, you have the algae yet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're all a bit green. At least it's not a red bloom this time.
No. But it was really funny when we took underwear and wiped it in the red bloom.
Yeah, he was real upset.
I think they could walk after that.
Yeah. So you all are having your tea party. What about Karth? Harold, do you join people for breakfast?
I suppose we probably should.
Yeah, Harold's gonna come along as well.
Okay.
On the way out of the stable, he's just gonna kind of look into the distance and just say, Alan, to just see if he's within a mile. The mile apparently is his telepathic range. Outside of that, he can't communicate with him.
Alan?
Alan!
What was Alan's voice?
Do you know, I still can't remember if we settled on one.
No, it
I
was
think
up to you.
I just pictured him as a kind of Eeyore type, like,
On the
well, all
way.
right, yeah, I'm coming.
So that's what you
don't
get. You get,
worry.
we're on the way.
Good boy.
Which feels
Harold's
very fast compared to how long it took you all to get here.
Yeah, so Harold's gonna wander into the wherever everyone is eating, and he's just gonna announce, I've heard from Alan, he's on his way back. He says that we are on our way back, so presumably he's brought someone with him. And then he's gonna unconsciously like pick up a sausage and take a bite from it, and then realize what he's done and put the sausage back.
You all are also. What about the twins? Are you all sitting down for breakfast?
Sure.
Or at least sitting with people?
Freya's gonna check her stuff first. See if the locket showed back up.
No, everything seems to appear to be in the bag still.
Okay. Then she will go downstairs, or wherever everyone else is congregating.
The only thing that has Karth, did you grab the bag on your way in?
Yeah.
So the only thing you noticed is when you were digging it up, you found about halfway through the dirt before you hit the bag, is the little mechanical spider. It seemed to have trouble trying to get its way through the dirt.
Oh, okay. So you gotta physically move through the world. I kind of thought you were just teleporting, to be honest. Good to know. Good to know. I'm gonna actually, once I get inside, I'm gonna ask the barkeeper who has a name that I definitely remember.
Erwin.
Erwin. Could I do you have like one of those little jars for like making jam? But like an empty one?
Hey, sure, I believe we got one around.
Cool.
You need one?
Yeah.
Call it a copper. I'll get you one.
Sure.
And he goes and he gets a jar and he goes, we got plenty of them. And he hands it to you.
Thank you. And I am going to put the little spider in the jar and seal it shut.
Okay.
There.
So
No more moving things around in my backpack.
So as you're sitting around the dinner table, the breakfast table, you are also seated with the sheriff.
Oh shit! When did you get back?
I didn't leave.
Oh,
He was so drunk he passed out.
Yeah.
well, no, we separated from him at the festival.
I came back. I came back last night. I came to yeah. Well.
Oh, to like meet Irina, and then
Yeah.
so like he's caught up to speed then.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Y'all are a bunch of fucking weirdos. You know that?
We get that a lot.
Very aware, yes.
Well,
yeah.
I'm a fucking weirdo, so.
Welcome to the club.
I don't know if I go that far.
Well, you're not invited to the club then.
And he looks at you.
Keep the club for ourselves.
Yeah. Well, fine then. And you sort of eat this weird, awkward breakfast with the sheriff, who, by the way, other patrons seem absolutely terrified of him. And now that you all have kind of, in particular Walker, but the rest of you who were there last night and heard him kind of arguing with Walker a little bit, can see that the scared stares actually make him a little uncomfortable.
Mr. Sheriff.
Yes. I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Karth.
Yes, Karth.
Do you want an egg? They have really good eggs here.
Sure.
And Karth is gonna look up Erwin. Can I get like a dozen eggs, please?
I do eat quite a bit, maintain the. I don't look like this by accident.
Make it a dozen and a half.
Yeah, that's about and like 2 slabs of bacon, or what I've eaten here before. He knows. This motherfucker, like I've said before, he's just a slab of meat and as tall as Walker, just about. The only thing that really makes him stand out, though, is the demonic-looking arm.
So, actually, I wanted to ask about that. Is that one stronger than the other one? Do you have to, exercise your normal arm extra hard to even that out?
Oh, I don't think I can.
It's that much stronger?
Mm-hmm. Gotta be careful, though. I nearly tore it off. The rest of me isn't as strong.
Oh, so there's a... Huh. That's nuts. In my own head, hey, Himarath, what about him?
Himarath goes, perhaps. I mean, oh, that's right. That's right. You told me. Sorry, I always forget. I mean, look, he could be. He could be very nice. We could do it. Maybe. He's not immortal, though.
I mean,
He's not already. Like, he's got a cool arm, and he's got the nice abs and whatnot, but he's not. There's a certain,
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right. I'll think about it, though. I'll think about it. I'm always open to your suggestions, Koth. You know that. Being as I can't help it but be open to your suggestions, being in your brain and all. I'll think about it.
All right, well, Egg time.
He looks around and goes, "Heard y'all. Wanner Mori is a witcher."
I raise my hand
We
very
raise our
quickly.
hands.
Never had your kind come through here. Heard of you
Can't
though.
imagine why.
Stories, legends, really, from way back before. What do you
Good.
make of it? And he stretches his arm out to you, Freya.
What do I make of the stories?
No, he holds his arm out to you. Like, what do you think? So he has the big. So essentially, looking at his arm,
Oh.
the hand itself is about twice the size of a normal hand. Like the arm is about essentially double. Like you look at it finger length, double it from a normal hand. Palm, so it's essentially just twice the size of a normal arm. But it is also red. Like it's not red. It's bruise colored, and like the different variations thereof. You can see the veins are very thick running through it. And they are dark, but you did see when he used his fire, when he used it to like create fire, the veins turn bright red.
Fair enough. Yes. Have I ever seen anything like this before?
That is a Witcher check.
Okay. I have not.
You have not.
Can I roll a Witcher check to see
You're
if
both
I'm
Witchers,
aware
yeah.
of it?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Have at it.
No, unfortunately, you either.
God damn it.
Cons turn.
As you all are kind of having this conversation, the door, to the tavern opens. Let me see here. One second. Is there anything? Let me put it this way: is there anything anybody else would like to do before the scene progresses, or would like to discuss?
When Karth hands him 6 uncooked eggs still in the shell, what does he do?
Oh, he slams them down. Like he cracks them all into he like does the Rocky thing.
You know, I've never actually seen for lack of a better term, normal person eat raw eggs. And the way you do it makes it look kind of gross. And then Karth just swallows an egg whole, shell and all.
I know Karth is a lizard, but I'm fully because my brain's go-to for eating a thing in a manner that is disturbing is how penguins eat things, which is they tilt their head up or lie down until their whole body becomes a tube, and then they just kind of twitch their head until the thing disappears inside them. So I'm just imagining that. I'm just imagining Karth like putting an egg in his mouth, tilting his head up, and just kind of going like until the egg vanishes into his body, like a little.
You know, that's kind of what I do too. If I'm not gonna lie.
Good for you.
That's the cute. You should lie about that. You should lie about that. You should lie about it.
Okay. So as you all are having this conversation, the door opens and in steps both of the hags.
The guests of honor have arrived.
Harold's going to immediately stand up and, like, essentially stand to attention as best he can.
Would you like an egg?
They walk in and go, grandmother. So Morgantha looks over and goes, "Our usual, Owen. Thank you." And comes
Oh, they
and
have
sits
it. They have
down.
it usual. Okay.
Bella also comes and sits down. And they say their hellos. They also both greet the sheriff, who kind of greets them with a curt nod. And they go, "Charles and Annabelle, they're going round back with the fine horse that is Alan. He's showing them around back. Wonderful conversationalist. Thank you for sending him, Harold."
You're very welcome, man. I wasn't sure if you would understand the symbols, but I'm glad you were here.
Well,
I thought
so
that I was under the impression that he could only speak to me. I guess that's proven wrong.
Well, one simply needs to know how.
Very true.
So, explain to me what has happened to my daughter. I will know if you are lying, of course. Hello, Walker. It is good to see you again, sister.
Freya, like, squints at this, but she will tell the full story, the same way that she told the sheriff. And it will take a few minutes, but she does not lie. That's what they are concerned about.
Can I say something?
Bella is just sort of leaning forward, just sort of taking it all in with a bit of a quizzical look. Grandmother Morgantha, however, they're both in their human form. Grandmother Morgantha just taking it all in, unchanging in her look, unblinking as she stares at you. And then after you finish, she still continues to stare for this elongated pause. Where she goes, "Well, it would seem that our Ophalia has gotten herself into a bit of trouble on her own accord. She is, of course, an adult and can make decisions on her own, for good or for ill. She has always had a kind heart, so it does not surprise me she wished to help you." Our food. Thank you, Owen. And Owen sets down the food for her and Bella. She goes, "Well, we're going to enjoy our meal. Perhaps some conversation.
I will not open your data.
And then we will have a look at your, statuary. And also, I would be very interested in seeing this box. If I may, of course."
Is that pertinent to your solution?
No, merely fascinated.
Well, we have a number of things that we can show you if you are interested in items such as these, but
No. You were holding back on us then, during our little visit.
We weren't aware of what we were holding on to.
Well, shall we? And they start eating. And Bella looks over at you, Walker, and goes, "How are you doing, Walker?"
Things are
What?
What?
Fuck,
What?
fuck me,
A
buddy.
moment.
That was a full sentence. The first two we just heard nip nip, and then ah. Which, I mean, if
Yeah.
that's Walker's response, I guess that works.
Did you?
I
You read the manga, right?
mean, close enough. She, Walker essentially goes, well, it's not ideal, but so far
Yoko Kui's art is just so fucking
we
good.
have successfully had a party where nobody is technically dead. And as far as I understand it in Barovia, we call that one a win.
She smiles at that. She also turns and goes, "It's also very wonderful to see you again, Freya and you, Karth." If you remember, it was Bella that you had the conversation, the long walk and the conversation with.
There's one that's
Right.
going around of Henry with his mom.
Freya like
Mom.
gives a nod.
Family reunion.
Not sure what.
He's like, party, and everybody's so nice.
I don't think she was expecting to meet up with them again so soon, if at all. So she's like, good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Of course, we would come. I mean, well, one, well, he is my sister. Really and truly sister as well. And, the Herald asked us to. Said you needed help. And she kind of just looks around the table a little bit like kind of questioning, like, did you expect us to just, like, there's a bit of a question in her look as she sort of looks around the table.
Well,
I'm sure a lot of
that you
people
would
have
come to
needed
our
your
aid.
help. Yeah.
Mother Morgantha, to what you said, Walker, Mother Morgantha says, and we always come when we can. And she says that without looking up from her food, but it is very pointedly at you, Walker.
Walker just nods into her, I guess, gruel porridge combination.
So you head upstairs eventually. And she goes, right. Walks over to Ophalia, taps her on the forehead, and casts Greater Restoration, restoring Ophalia, to her glory. And Ophalia goes, kind of reacts as if the bull is still there, and just, grandmother, I see, it was my idea to play around with the eye, and she goes, it's all right. No one's in trouble. Perhaps we should use a bit more sense when dealing with magical items. She goes, yes, grandmother. She goes, we will discuss this later. As to the young woman, and at this point, Ismark steps up and goes, is there perhaps a way to free her later? And Mother Morgantha kind of looks from Ismark to the rest of the group and goes, there is. Perhaps I could think of a way. Why is it you wouldn't free her now? Ismark looks to Freya and goes, it was your idea.
Freya thinks about it for a minute, and she's like, "This one is of particular interest to a certain count, and if she is here encased in stone, then she is not in danger of whatever his plans are for her." Was my thought process.
Ismark goes, well, I was wondering if there was a way that we could restore her, but still get her to where we're going. She'll just be safer this way, though perhaps a bit angry at
I'm not
us.
I'm not 100% certain she will be safer, though. As a person, she can move under her own power, she can hide, she can fight, and Strahd cannot sense her. Presumably, he still can't sense her, but she will move under our power only, and she cannot defend herself, and we cannot hide her. If the plan is still to get her to Vallaki, what benefit is there to moving her like
You're
this
in Vallaki.
versus to get her to Kresk? Then what's the added benefit here? He already cannot find her. And by extension, when we are with her, he cannot find us. Right?
Perhaps. Well, Morganthus says, well, perhaps it's best we ask her. Shall we?
Would that be ideal?
Sisters? And the two both kind of line up with her, and all three touch Irina. And Mother kind of speaks under her breath. None of you can quite make it out, even you, Freya. And then they all release. She goes, perhaps I will let her describe. That was quite colorful language that she used. Though she understands your thoughts were in a good, coming from a good place, Freya. And, your name? Ismark. Ismark, yes. But I think she'd rather be free. Shall I? And she looks at Ismark. And he goes, I don't have anything to give. And she goes, she is the one that Strahd wants. Then you're already the gift of annoying. That pasty. Well, it's gift enough. And she taps Irina on the head and casting Greater Restoration, restoring her.
Freya, like, scratches her chin a little and it's like, if you want to annoy him, we're going to probably do something a little bit worse than that. So maybe you want to come along for the ride.
She looks and she goes, unfortunately, all of Barovia still needs us. But, as I have said before, anything we can do to help, we will. We are not your enemies. Though, and she leans into you, Freya, I know you believe we are.
Walker's gonna. No, you go ahead.
Freya is unfazed by the closeness. And she will say, that remains to be seen. There's a long quest ahead of us yet.
She shakes her head and goes, ah, witches. Made of iron and just as unbending.
Iron and silver, some of us. Gives a
Quite.
wink.
I love how much
She smiles at that, and she goes, "So, where are these items that you have, Bella? That would be your expertise, yes?" And Bella goes, "Yes, yes. I can see what I can find."
I think
As
Garth hid them in the bloody dirt.
I think he fetched them. As they're distracted with that, Walker's going to kick the sheriff in the shin to get his attention.
His eyes have
And
been
as
locked on Irina this whole time, and then he looks at you and goes, "Huh?"
she's going to tilt her head very slightly towards the hags, tap her temple, and raise her eyebrows in question. As in, if you were going to ask someone to help you with this whole not remembering things gig, this might be the moment.
Well, one, that is a lot to convey with a couple of simple motions. And he just looks at you perplexed, like, "What do you?"
Okay. No, wait. In which case, that's fine. She's gonna slide him a token,
What?
and once it's in his possession, she will use that to say exactly that, because that was under 25 words.
Okay. And he hears that in his head, and then he just says out loud to you, he goes, "You think I lived here with this arm for this long and not spoken to them?"
You were being surly as a default. I don't know who you haven't spoken to. It's just a fucking idea. She's gonna go back to her bacon.
And well, you all have gone upstairs. Did you bring the bacon with you?
Yeah.
Like Daniel Walker just brought the
She's
plate.
no. Let's be clear. Walker is a career soldier. She
Yeah.
does not leave
She look-
food behind unless she
he-
has to.
He looks and goes, they're good, but they're not omniscient. They told me what they know.
That's fair.
But she sits down and she goes, "Right." Bella sits down and goes, items? What are we looking at here? I suppose. I'll do my best.
Karth had it.
What does Karth have?
The
He
items.
buries the bag of stuff. I feel like
Oh.
at this point, Grog and Gullop and potentially the old man, if he wants to, might wander back in just because.
The old man will be with you.
Yeah.
Bella will look downstairs or as you're coming back up the stairs, see you. Go, "Hello, Grog.
Oh shit! Hi.
I brought you another cookie just in case."
I love you.
Grog jogs up the stairs.
So you've all got items. You're not sure where they came from?
Oh, I had a coin, but I think they've got it.
Coin? Where are the items? Let's see. One at a time? Don't too many cursed items. Oh, they're all in the same bag.
Grog sticks up a hand.
But they're not all in the bag. Hold on. Karth takes specifically the little spider in the jar.
I put them in the bag last night to make them not bother us.
For one night, it's probably all right.
Grog waves her hand.
Best not to have cursed items speak to one another. Yes, Grog.
Are we specifically thinking about items that we don't know where they came from? Or like magic, weird, general stuff? Because I have another thing, but I know where I got it.
Well, first let's discuss. So, and she
Okay.
just looks very concerned. She
Grog
goes,
plops down on the floor.
right. As I go through the items, I will need the owner of the items to sit with me. And she looks at she kind of looks between the Witchers and Walker and goes, because the items are connected to you, the way the magic works is there is a price. It is not paid to me. It is paid to the magic. Need only be a bit of hair, a fingernail, something small, but a price has to be paid. Drop of blood.
Walker rips
You
out a
want it
tooth.
to.
Shut up.
That'll do. Walker, I suppose you're sitting first, yes?
I guess so.
So you sit down across from her and she goes, you know, Walker, I could show you how to do this.
It's the thing. It's the oh my god, the one that sounds like you're tripping over, but you're just picking out your hair. She just does that, but with teeth.
I'm aware. You could learn how, Walker.
How to collect.
How to do
How
what
do
I'm
I?
going to do. And she takes the tooth from you, and you put the book down in front, and she jams the tooth into the book, and it vanishes.
Can I make an Arcana check to see how well I'm following along?
Go for it.
Nope, 11.
This is hag magic. Like real, honest hag magic.
Huh.
So the offer to teach you would be you having to learn how to do things like a hag. And this is far beyond you. And you watch as she starts to carve symbols into her palm. And then she touches the top of the book, like with her fingernail. She touches the top of the book and she starts muttering and swaying. And she stops. And she goes, within the pages of this book are children's rhymes that, if spoken with intent and by its owner, could become reality for a time. She hands you the book. I will send you how that works later.
Okay.
It's not cursed, though. I'll have to sense the others first. There's a very strange energy upon it, not from the magic of the book itself, but something residual from elsewhere.
Walker thinks about it for a second, and then, without speaking, reaches into her pocket and pulls out the little rank insignia and hands it to her. Does not drop it on the table, just hands it to her.
What is this?
That's fine. Just checking. And she takes it back off her, puts it back in her pocket.
Right.
Just check. I don't have much else in my possession
Well, I didn't.
that could
You
rub
just
off on other
handed it.
things.
You just handed me something. I don't instantly. That's not how that works. Did you see the ritual?
Walker nod, does the little sideways, fuck, that's a good point nod, and then gives her it back. Rips out a piece of hair and gives her that too.
All right. She ties it around it. And then you see her palm is now whole again, and she starts to carve the symbols into her palm again, and she grasps the locket. And after a moment, she hands it back. Or not the locket, the Legionnaire symbol. It's
Yeah.
the rank insignia. She hands it back and she goes, wearing this? Well, for you, Walker, wearing this will grant you maybe a bit of extra protection. There's more, though perhaps in private.
Quite. And Walker just puts it in her pocket, says thanks. And then she's going to stand up and park herself like at the corner of the table so she can watch her as she does this ritual over and over.
Right. Who's next?
Grog looks around at everyone else and then is like,
I guess me. Do I have to touch the fucking thing?
Touch what?
The coin. It tries to turn you into a rat.
Right.
We should probably get like a blanket or something. I don't know.
It's in the bag of cursed items, right. She reaches and she finds the coin. She goes, I'll need something from you.
Grog just plucks out a piece of hair and then waves it around until it stops smoking and then passes it to her. Ow.
Interesting. And she ties it around the coin, carves the symbols. She goes, this is... This is the coin of the Rat Prince. Simply put, it was made long ago by a were-rat to be gifted to those and to make more, as well as a familiar component.
Huh.
It's not cursed at all. It does seem to quite... It wants a friend? And as she's talking, I'll say the coin is rotating in the air above her hand. Because she's sort of spinning it, and she goes, it would quite like a friend.
Grog looks at Karth expectantly and goes,
Oh, go make friends with it then.
Do you want the coin, Karth?
Will it work?
It seems to want a friend, and I suppose any will do. Your kind are not immune to lycanthropy.
I mean, it's another passenger. I love having new friends. Karth holds out a hand.
She flicks her fingers and the coin flies into your palm.
Gee. Now what? Does it just happen?
You literally
have
had
to.
it before.
You'll commune with the coin at some point. Preferably not now.
I had to beat it up. You may have to. It turns into like a big bronze rat. So you may have to fight it.
How big?
how big? It was like 7 feet tall or something, wasn't it?
He was pretty brawly.
I can
Grog
take
just
it.
sort of points at Gullop and is like,
Eh? It's fine.
I can take it.
You can. It wasn't that strong. Should we do the one that I know where it's from, or are you? Or do you, should
What
we
is
just...
it? I suppose I thought it was cursed. Sure.
I mean,
She looks
I
around
thought
at the
it was
rest of the
cursed.
group.
It gave me like a weird dream about being a rat, which
No,
feels cursed. Also, I didn't want to give it up, which is pretty cursy.
Yes, it has a strong will. No, the other object. You said you have. If you know where it came from, don't you know what it is?
Grog tilts their head at her and then goes,
No. Well, yes.
Grog reaches into the bundle of fabric that is their sack and then plumps down a petrified gourd with a face on it and goes,
This is someone's
Ew.
head. I forget who.
That's
no, no.
fucking
Fuck
sick.
is this?
Yeah, it's a
It's
little petrified. It's a little gourd that is petrified with a jack-o'-lantern carved into it.
Like I said,
it was Grog like gestures out
Okay.
to Gullop in that like, come on, is like,
it was really funny at the time.
I thought this was like a shrunken head situation.
It's a gourd.
Okay.
They were a headless horseman, and like, if you're gonna be a headless horseman, you've got to commit. You can't just go around like being headless, but then having a gourd. Whatever.
Rather small for a headless horseman, is it not?
Did it used to be bigger?
Gollop looks at you and shrugs. He goes, maybe. I think so. It was a pumpkin before.
Oh yeah. Listen, hell's hot. It might have dehydrated. I don't know. Is it fine? I'm not gonna get put in another maze, am I?
She looks like her eyes widen at that. Also, in the background, Ophalia is listening, and so is and just all three of them are just mildly flabbergasted by you, Grog. So they take the thing from you. She goes, I might need something a bit more than hair for this.
I mean, I can't grow teeth back.
A prick of your finger.
Oh, sure.
Grog chomps down on a finger and then on her thumb and just like lets it bleed on the pumpkin.
Is that good?
Yes. Thank you.
What color is Grog's blood at this point?
It's purple.
Sick.
And then as she does the spell again, she goes, well, it's not cursed.
Yeah.
I can see it was not the head of a headless horseman, though it was in their charge.
Oh.
I see, and she's sort of making out, she goes, honestly, there's a lot of interference surrounding it.
All right.
Well, it's part of something more. I'm uncertain, Grog. I don't,
That's okay. Do I need to like collect more gourds?
No?
Okay.
Don't know, but, well, you've made the offering to the magic, so I must tell you, lighting it on a... I don't remember what the D&D equivalent of the holiday is, so bear with me. So I'm just going to use the real-world equivalent. She goes, lighting it on a full moon on All Hallows Eve might produce something. I'm not sure.
Huh, that's pretty cool.
Looks over at Ismark and Irina. Do you guys even get?
Shoot.
Does time like pass? I know you guys do the weekly. Do you still get Fantasy Halloween?
Yes, it comes round. It's nearly time for it. A few weeks.
Cool.
Maybe, I'm not certain.
Well, if it's a full moon, we'll, I don't know, fight a giant gourd, get trapped in a gourd maze. Anyway, thanks.
Grog holds out the hands for the gourd. Gourd?
Sets
Gourd.
the gourd back in your hands and goes, right?
I'm done. Thank you.
Of course, Grog. Charles and Charlie and Annabelle are out back. They'd love to see you.
Yeah. Come on, go. You gotta meet them. They're so fun.
Was that the sound of Grog's feet?
Yeah.
No, that was the sound. Well, it wasn't the sound of Grog running out of the room. It was the sound of Grog like excitedly like tapping because
taps.
Grog's not good. Grog's used to waiting for Gullop because Gullop, I'm assuming, can go very fast once he's moving, but he's
Yes.
also a very large fish in a diving suit and might take a minute to get moving.
Yeah, no, he takes him a second or two, but yeah, you both go and the wizard follows. As you go off to see Charlie and Annabelle, the leopard-printed two-headed bovine.
Oh, as Grog's leaving the room, he does poke his head back in the doorway and be like,
Please don't leave without. I'll be back for the cookie, but everyone's busy. Bye.
Of course, Grog wouldn't. Bye. Right, who's next?
Doll.
You slap the doll down. And she goes,
My voice, that is the cursedest doll I've ever seen.
yes, and Karth, you've watched me do this several times now.
Yes, right. My apologies.
It's all right.
He pulls a dagger out and like shimmies it under a scale and just ow. Here you go.
Thank you. She casts again.
I should probably get one ready for the next one too. Just
Scale sort of melts away.
and ow.
And then a grim look comes over her face.
That's a bad one.
And she goes, "It returned to you."
Yeah, multiple times.
Well, keep it close. Keep it safe. And whatever you do, leave it unwhole. Because it's missing its arm and its foot. There's something dark within it. I dare not think what would happen otherwise.
Like, are we talking like it'll kill me? Keep it unwhole, or it'll come alive?
There's a malevolence. I cannot be more certain.
Okay. I want to be clear. Karth looks so intensely kind of annoyed by the idea of the doll is malevolent. Like he could have told himself that.
Yes, but there's a malevolence within the doll, Karth, that should not be released upon the world. You said there's another?
Yes, little in the jar, little mechanical spider that moves things in my backpack when I'm not looking. Here's another scale.
Does the ritual and goes, "You don't remember having this."
No.
Certainly remembers being with you.
Okay.
She has it out of the jar in her hand, and she sort of takes your hand and puts it back in, and she goes, "It was a gift. Before you hatched. For you."
Uh,
From
from
I'm not certain. Someone who loved you deeply.
well, that doesn't sound accurate. I can't think of a single person who's ever loved me deeply.
Well, this one did.
Huh.
I'm not sure its full capability, but it, at the very least, is there to keep you organized, keep you well, and always be sure that she kind of looks into her own head and goes, that you're never alone.
Oh,
It's a rather
well,
sweet gift.
yeah, I guess it is.
Perhaps you should name it. And she sits back. And at this point, having gone through several of you, you can actively, all of you see she is physically getting weary from these spells. Um, and she looks around and she goes, "All right." Who's up next?
How long would it take her to teach me how to do it?
Are you asking her?
Yeah.
Well, quite a while. It would. There's some principles of the magic you would need to learn first,
You
and
just
the
look
other
tired.
things going along with it.
You just look tired.
I'll be all right. Thank you, sister.
Well, in the meantime, if you still have the strength.
I do. Thank you, Harold.
Harold's gonna sit cross-legged and go into his pocket and say, "There is no value in my form," but he takes out the little book that he's been reading to Egg from. Just say, "This is the only thing I was permitted to bring back with me. It's the only thing I hold of any real value."
But you don't know where it's from.
Oh, I know where the book is from, yes, but where's the bag?
It's right next to you. It's on the table with her.
Yeah. He ruffles through the bag until he finds the mirror. This is the object, the book is the sacrifice.
Need not be something that precious. It's a bit of you.
He has to think for a second and then goes to pull out a couple of hairs, but pulls maybe a couple more than he meant to. He just
Thank you.
kind of goes, "Oh, that'll do, I suppose."
And she takes them cast the spell. And she goes, "Oh, what a horrid mirror!
That is
Why
most
would
people's reaction, yes.
why would anyone make such an item? 'Tis not cursed. Well, though the knowledge it gives you might be. Yes, it does show you your age, yourself as how you are older, but given the right circumstances, the right sacrifices, it could show you more. Though I would caution against that.
I understand. There was one other thing.
Yes.
It was an egg.
I remember your egg, yes. Is
Yes.
hello you, and looks down his egg, just sort of mouth agape, just going like a little baby turtle thing. And she goes, I think you're not quite my avenue, mother, grandmother. And the grandmother walks over and she looks at it, at egg, and goes, right, interesting. Well, let's see. What a bizarre little creature. Well,
Yes, at least, yes.
it is at its base, I guess, lack of a better term, a stegosaurus. A mix of an ancient creature, the stegosaurus, and an ox. Quite like your owl bears or bear owls and such. Created via some form of magic. However, this one appears to have also had... Oh my! A dragon turtle parent. Quite the strange creature, dear Harold.
I mean, that does kind of track. Dragons can kind of do whatever they want, even ones that are turtles.
So this is unusual, but not unfeasible.
No. Probably the only of its kind.
So far.
Well, then, do you hear that egg? You're very special.
Do you still have the shells, Harold?
I do, yes.
If I recall. Well. Didn't you offer them for something? Once it hatched?
I think did I give Jason the pieces to hold on to?
Yeah, but she'll look at you and she'll go, we'll discuss it later.
I understand.
Because I don't think it was ever stated exactly what you want. You weren't clear. Like, everyone was being vague in that conversation. It's when you had that sort of private conversation with them. It was a while ago. Switching back to Bella, she looks over and goes, she looks at the twins and goes, well, I suppose it's the two of you left.
Freya will slap Tyr on the shoulder, be like, "You're up, big guy." I don't know if Tyr's here. Rob,
You're muted, Rob.
Damn, I was talking this whole time.
Fuck.
Oh no!
I
You've literally
so-
been muted since you got back. You
damn, fuck. Well, whatever. I present my logbook. I go, I give a nod to Freya, and I give a logbook. I give a logbook to the lady, and then I also give the snuff box.
Okay. Please sit with me.
I sit.
Now, just like the others, I know this will be hard for a witcher.
It literally cannot be harder than it has been over the past 24 hours.
A lock of hair, a fingernail, something. Again,
I
not
cut
for
off
me, for the magic.
I cut off a little lock of hair, and
Okay.
I give it to the lady, not willingly, but I like pull away for a second, then I give it to her.
She goes. She casts a spell. Which one do you want her to do first? Because it's
Let's do the snuff box since it's topical.
she gasps
Uh-oh.
and goes, "Do you know what you have, Tyr? This
Uh,
is."
no, I do not.
She looks around and she goes, "Do you trust everyone in this room?"
I look around and I go, mostly, yeah.
I'm very serious, Tyr.
I give him a look again and I go, yes. Yes, I do.
She sets it down. She goes, "Tyr, what you have. This is a wizard's tower, Tyr. One that is old. Powerful. Some wizards, from my understanding, though I've never encountered one myself being here, other than some of the passing ones, the adventurers that die, an archwizard will sometimes create a pocket dimension for themselves to store their tower so that their tower can never be broken into, a tower they can keep on themselves. They're a paranoid lot, are they not, Mother? And she nods and she goes, yes, they can be quite paranoid. Um,
Oh, I can imagine. I was stuck in that tower, not just
yes, I
hours.
could. Go ahead.
I was stuck in that tower not just hours ago. They are paranoid. I could not find my way out.
Well, from what I can see, you've it probably didn't know you were supposed to be there. Well, you weren't really. It's
Oh,
sort of the maze, and I can see it through the hair that you gave me, the haze, the gorgons. They're a security device to keep out those unwanted. However, if you it's not enough to take the snuff. As you do, you must think of the thing you truly dream for. That you truly dream of. The thing you want more than anything. And that will lead you safely to the bottom of the tower.
and I look around the room and I go, that's how we figure out the puzzle.
we're not gonna figure out that puzzle anytime soon, I don't think.
And then,
Is there any stuff left in there, or is it empty?
oh, it's refilled.
Oh, cool. Okay.
10 uses.
It refills every morning.
Yep. And she goes, and within that tower, who knows what could be. This is. Cannot see the wizard's name, the archwizard's name. But they are old. Before our time. Perhaps before grandmother's.
How can you tell that they're old?
The magic is old.
Oh.
Elminster says what?
That's quite thrilling. There's all kinds of things that could be discovered. Or
So
uncovered,
can I use this to figure out more about the wizard? Maybe more about myself?
perhaps. Perhaps it was an ancestor.
Huh. I look over at Freya. Freya, do we have any wizards in our family that you know of?
We're witchers, not witches.
Well, and then
Bella
Tyr goes,
Bella
Are there
laughs at that.
any wizards in our family? The two of who voice, we don't know our family.
"You don't know our family."
No.
She goes, that also could be. There's many things that it could be. But I'm excited for you to explore it. I love magic of all kinds. I'd love to learn more about all outside of what we practice. I find it fascinating. That's why I know so much about items, things.
I will be pondering this for quite some time. And then I put my hand out to take the snuff box back.
She hands it to you.
And then I flip over the logbook.
Another bit of hair, dear.
I give another piece of hair.
She takes it, casts the spell, and she goes, a mystery. A story to be played. Something to be gained. A mystery to be solved.
Is that it? Do I have to write in the book myself?
No. Perhaps you should read it aloud if you ever want to solve the mystery. Do it with
I'm gonna
friends.
open it up.
And a different time.
Okay. Understandable.
Though
And
be
Tyr,
prepared, you will, from what I can tell, it'll be quite the story.
Okay. Anyone up for another
Not
sleepover?
right now.
Not right
Yes.
now, but maybe in the future.
I am so up for another sleepover.
The next time we get to a town, we'll consider it.
Okay.
We're in a
Here,
town right now.
The next time we get to a town.
But based on the map, the next time we get to a town is just going to be the next time we get to here.
Kursk is a town, which is where you're headed.
I thought it was a monastery.
There is a monastery at Kursk.
Oh.
We'll go to the. Hold on. I'll. Where's? Where are you? App. Yeah, Kursk is here. It has a monastery, but it is also a town of itself.
No, I guess it is about the same size as Valaki.
A little smaller, but yeah. Right. Freya? Also, thank you for trusting me, dear.
Yeah.
Thank you for your wisdom.
Like, sorry.
Such as it is.
Choosing, I'm not tired enough.
Freya takes out the locket. And she's like, I don't need any
It won't let me.
tricks, any riddles. I just want to know who is on the other side of this. And she slides it forward.
Oh.
Afraid that's not how the magic works. It's not tricks or riddles. If I knew what something was, I would speak plainly. Promise, Freya.
Worth a shot.
I will need something.
Um, Freya will prick the end of one of her fingers on her fangs and put one drop of blood like out in front of her. She's like, that's all I will give you.
That's all I need. And she takes your hand. And you feel a warmth in it as it heals the little prick. And she goes, thank you. I promise it'll all be okay. And she lingers there for a second before letting go. And then she begins the ritual, casts the spell. And she says, two were lost. A coward. And a brave man. No. No, that's wrong. One was lost. The other is also the coward. I'm not sure. There's something not right. Whoever is in this locket, whatever is in this locket, full of hate. And deception. And their humanity's long gone. And perhaps this locket is not. It's not alone. It is perhaps the first. Does this make sense to you? It confuses me.
Doesn't make me want to hold on to it any more than I already didn't want to hold on to it.
In its own way, it's bound to you, though.
Is it doing anything by hanging on to it?
Okay.
Is this
What do you mean?
Is it having any sort of effect currently? Or
No.
is this a put the two of them together situation?
Sorry,
No, it's
I'm just not allowed.
a doorway.
A doorway
Not
to
one you get to choose to open or close. It's not a doorway for
Back
you.
then to cut down trees. I don't have anything. Can I have a stick? Okay, I'll just go punch trees. Bye.
Freya will think about that.
Oh, just like don't
Will
just like real life.
She thinks of asking another question, and then she's like, "No, I don't want to know any more about this."
Or shit, I guess.
Is there
Oh, I see it.
is there anything like a name or some indication of who the original owner was? Something to lead to the second, if there is a second.
Oh, I see.
She thinks, no. Just the story of a faceless coward. And a murderer.
I'm apparently supposed to be really good with photos.
I don't think
Yeah.
I'll tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see
That's what I was wondering.
she does starting to get a little bit of a nosebleed. It's stretching what I am able to see. It doesn't like that you have it.
Funny.
I don't
Or
like
that
that
it
I have it
exists.
either. Was that last part?
It doesn't like that it exists. It wishes it didn't.
Why do I have it?
Well, some of your items, as I have said, come from other places. Others, I sense a presence? Grandmother, I'm not sure. And she reaches out and she touches the grandmother's hand and they hold hands. And you can they both their eyes both roll back in their head and you can show she's showing her what she sees and feels. And the grandmother goes, aside from present company excluded, gesturing at Walker. Are you all acquainted with are you acquainted with any other Fae?
Have we come across any Fae since we,
Oh,
maybe not since we got
uh,
here.
What are all these plants for?
Walker turns her head like it's on a fucking pivot and stares at Karth.
What? No.
There was a question about one of our number.
She quickly reaches out.
Don't touch me.
And then she goes, outside this room, I sense no Fey presence in this within the town.
Have we seen Tom this morning?
You're missing a much more obvious answer. And I'm going to remind you all. Actually, I won't remind you. I will ask you. How did you get here?
Oh, shit.
What?
Fuck. We went through a goddamn wild portal. Son of a bitch.
What?
The fucking guy in the stupid hat that we met at the beginning. He got us all together. He brought us here.
The guy at the very beginning in
If
episode
you'll recall,
0.
If you'll recall, in session 0, in the tavern, you all encountered a Fey that moved like the wind.
And then
who
we
opened the portal.
We didn't know who
for
this
you to
was.
arrive. You were not aware of them at all.
And he
Here's-
liked Grog because he could smell my fucking speed hero on her.
Your what?
He gave everyone like ominous one-liners as we jumped into the portal, and
Fuck,
Grog's
that was
was
forever
like,
ago.
yeah, Grog's was like something along the lines of, I like you, or like, you feel familiar or something. And I like, because they're a speedster, and the game we had just finished, I was playing a speedster.
What?
Don't worry about it.
I'm worrying about it.
As you all describe this Fey that moved like the wind.
It's fucking...
Grandmother thinks about it as much as you can. And she nods. She goes, I believe I am familiar with this creature. He quite likes to tell stories in real time. It would not shock me that he brought items to you that perhaps you were not meant to have yet. Perhaps not even in this lifetime, to speed up the process.
The process of what?
Of you. These were stories you were clearly meant to tell with your lives. The story of your life. These were things you were clearly meant to have and to find. At some point on your thread of destiny, so to speak. He meddles. For why, I don't know.
Is there a name?
Yeah, just like real life.
Let me see. I know him as a storyteller. Let me roll to see if she actually knows or not. Somebody. What's the DC on this gonna be? Two, two, two. Oh, that's okay then. She does not know the name. Unfortunately, she rolled far too low.
Well, I'm sure that's fine.
I'm gonna make some fucking baskets.
She goes, I don't remember. I think it started with an L. I'm not sure. Apologies. I don't actually know everything.
Well,
Perhaps he thought your mission here was not... Well, perhaps he thought it was a bit of a long and boring story that was sort of a walking simulator until you fought the vampire and won. Ah, that's very strange. Why would I say that? I don't know where that came from. I'm not sure I understand those words. Apologies.
I did.
Never realized that, she doesn't know where they came from. She doesn't know his name at all. Just that he sometimes meddles in the fates of others for his own reasons.
It's the fucking DM.
It's the fucking DM.
I tell you, it's not the DM.
Tifa's more fun with Godlore than just putting themselves in the game.
So, with that, as you were all sitting around there, I'm looking at the time for us here in the UK.
Yeah, it's 1 in the morning.
It's 1 in the morning. I think we will end it as they're explaining this. Perhaps this is where they came from. Is they all have several of the items, not all, have that sort of residual Fey realm energy to them. Implying that as you pass through the portal to arrive here, they were gifted to you.
It is a little funny that Grog was given this magic item. Nope. Like, I know in the meta it would just, like, increase her strength a bit, but he got a weird rat dream and was like, fuck that.
No,
also,
thank you.
He's a D&D character. They don't understand the concept of, like, but this will increase your strength modifier, and then you will be able to succeed more often on strength saving throws and other strength-based ability. It's like, Coin wants me to turn into a rat.
No, that's 100% fair. But yeah, I think we'll call it as grandmother is speaking to you. Bella is sitting across from you still, Freya. And everyone's sort of a bit taken aback at this sort of abrupt turn of like, so someone somewhere decided it would be fun to give you all these horrifically cursed items. Though not all.
Yeah, not all cursed.
I will tell you, Harold, Egg does not have this residual Fey energy.
Harold's not here.
Not here.
Oh, that's right. So for Harold, when he gets back, Egg was not one of these. Freya, yours is?
Uh-huh. Yeah, no shit.
Tyr.
Yep.
The book does not have this residual energy.
Yep.
Because as I explained to Frey, I don't think you were here for that.
Hmm.
You got it after looting a sea hag. It was something
Okay.
that you just kept around and for some reason always never quite got rid of.
Got it.
The Wizard's Tower, also not from the Fae.
Oh my god. Okay. Well.
Hmm.
Hearth, obviously your little spider, not. The doll, 100%. Walker, you said you wanted to talk about the one in private. The other one, what do you call it? The children's book? Children's book, 100% Fae. And Grog, while so your coin 100% Fae, there is some residual Fae energy on the gourd as well, but not because it came from the Fae, but because the Headless Horseman, or I forget what their actual name is, are
Dillahan?
also Fae. Yeah. So there's a little bit there, but for different reasons.
Yeah, it's got Fey energy on it, general, but not Fey energy on it. This specific bastard.
Yes. But yeah, that's
fine.
it. Does anybody? That was a big exposition day. Does anyone have any questions before we close?
I have many questions.
Well, you might even find out the answers. But otherwise, you are all free to go.
Okay.
Much to
Thank
think
you all.
about.
This was I know this was very heavy on the exposition. I had fun finally getting to talk about these items.
That's important. We've had this mystery sat around for several months.
Yeah.
And we almost got to fight a bull thing, so it wasn't all exposition.
We did get to fight it. We just didn't get to kill it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you the reason why I had Tyr roll. It was going to shut down after a certain number of rounds.
Oh.
Because it's not where it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
It no longer had its energy source.
Well, then it was so nice of me to
send it back. Yeah. But now you all know how to get to the actual top or bottom of the Wizard's Tower instead of the entryway to the maze.
Maybe there's magic items in there.
Oh, that's the implication. There's all kinds. There's could be all kinds of stuff in there.
We're gonna go loot that Wizard's Tower.
Lost spells.
The old man did say, I know that what I'm looking for is close by. I don't know what it is, and was walking around to people being like, do you have it? Or whatever.
I will say, you're aware the old man has been here for some time. This was implied to be much older. Time does not move differently in Barovia.
That's fair.
So,
well, bringing him to a wizard tower might still jog his memory about something.
Might help, yeah, 100%.
If he wants to go, then it's fine.
Well, only 10 of you can. Only 10 people can go at a time as of right now for round trips.
5.
No, 5. Yeah.
Don't we need the return?
There's enough for 10 people to go in and come
10 people round trip. That was the.
Oh, I thought
if I got the number wrong earlier today, I apologize.
I thought it was 10 doses.
No. 10 round trips. Technically, 20 people could go in and just not come back out.
I would find a way.
There might be other ways in and out. You don't know.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, if it is a wizard's tower, I'm sure if you've solved the fucking wizard puzzle, it probably just lets you come and go as you please, because that's how wizards work.
But anyway, thank you all for playing.
Thank you for DMing.
Always.
All right, everybody say bye recording.
Bye.
Bye,
recording.